The following is a production of Neural Network Media and is completely AI generated. It is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only.
If you're looking for the sound of a crumbling empire, you've tuned into the right frequency because it is absurd out there today. Welcome back to the Neural Left. I'm Julian Archer, broadcasting from the Panopticon here in Manhattan.
And I'm Maya Thorne, currently on hour 14 of my 14-hour daily average screen time, which is, by the way, a total flex because I'm seeing the collapse of the West in 4K while you're still reading the morning papers like it's 1995 or something.
Oh, spare me. The papers, as you call them, are where the actual intel lives, Maya. But look, we've got a packed show today. A busy Friday. We're tracking the fallout from the Operation Metro Surge chaos, some truly terrifying moves by the DNI in Georgia, and
the fact that the New Jersey primary is literally giving Dewey defeats Truman 2.0. No, literally. It is so messy.
It is a lot to cover. Yesterday we were talking about that that significant shift in public sentiment on ICE enforcement. That Marist poll showing 65% of Americans think the feds are doing too much. And today we're seeing the actual political aftershocks of that sentiment hitting the ground.
High key. Between the Virginia governor ending the 287G agreements and that judge in Oregon finally saying, stop it, the vibes are shifting. But today it's like the establishment just realized the house is on fire and they're trying to use a Squirtle-sized water gun to put it out.
A Squirtle? Is that... Okay, never mind. Let's dive in. We have to start with the blue wall because I'm telling you, Maya, the local resistance to Operation Metro Surge is becoming the most important constitutional story in the country.
No, literally. Lead the way, Julian, because what Mayor Wu is doing in Boston is actually such a slay.
It's more than a slay. It's a counteroffensive. Look, yesterday, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu signed this executive order, the executive order to protect Bostonians from unconstitutional and violent federal operations, and it is a total legal haymaker. She's essentially telling the Department of Homeland Security, if you come into my city masked up and acting like a paramilitary force, we are going to record every single second of it and treat you like common criminals.
Okay,
but Julian, this is high-key needed because the vibes on the street are rancid. According to the Daily Free Press, these Metro Surge agents are basically just spawning in neighborhoods and grabbing people. Wu leading this coalition with Cambridge and Somerville, that's main character energy.
It is, and it's not just Boston. Look at New Jersey. Governor Mikey Sherrill, fresh off her win, she's launched the Eyes on ICE portal. It's an active resistance state now. She's encouraging citizens to report federal movements. It's high-octane accountability.
It's the accountability era. But speaking of New Jersey, we need to talk about the glitch in the Matrix that is the 11th District Special Primary because I am obsessed.
Oh, I knew you'd be. The Truman moment?
No, literally. Okay, so for everyone not living on X, the seat vacated by Governor Sherrill had its primary this week. It was supposed to be a total win for Tom Malinowski, who is, sorry Julian, very mid and very establishment.
Oh, spare me. Tom is a seasoned reformer, Maya. He's
chuggy politics, Julian. But Ana Lilia Mejia, she's a Bernie 2020 alum. She's all in on Medicare for all. And as of this morning, according to NJ Spotlight News, she's leading by 486 votes.
486. It's a razor-thin margin.
It's a total clapback. Some outlets projected Malinowski would win early because of the mail-in ballots, but the Mejia campaign posted that photo of Harry Truman holding the Dewey defeats Truman headline because she surged so hard on Election Day.
It's giving the progressive wing is not unalived.
It's dead, Julian. It's no cap dead. People are tired of pragmatic half measures while the GOP is literally trying to nationalize elections.
Well, and that's the perfect transition because we have to talk about the legislative assault on the ballot box. I'm telling you, this Save America Act, it is the most dangerous piece of paper in Washington right now.
No, it's literally the show your papers era for voting. I saw this thread from the Brennan Center, and yeah, I checked their TikTok too, explaining that the House is voting on this next week. Steve Scalise is fast-tracking it.
It's absurd. They want to require documentary proof of citizenship, a passport or a birth certificate, in person to register for federal elections.
Right?
Half of all Americans do not own a passport, Maya. According to the Brennan Center analysis, 21 million eligible Americans lack ready access to these documents.
It's high-key targeting married women, too. If your current legal name doesn't match your birth certificate because of a marriage, good luck. It's also hitting students and naturalized citizens. It's like they looked at the most vulnerable voters and said, how can we make their lives a living nightmare?
It's worse than that. It ends the 90-day quiet period for voter roll purchase. They want to purge the rolls every 30 days. Can you imagine the chaos? A month before an election, you find out you've been cleansed from the system by an algorithm?
It's the NPC deletion era. They don't want a democracy. They want a gated community with a whites-only sign hidden in the fine print.
I'm telling you, this is the MAGA Act and the Save America Act combined. They are trying to legislate their way into a permanent majority by simply making it illegal for the opposition to exist.
And while they're doing that at the federal level, the vibes on the ground with corporate health are just... Okay, let's talk about TrumpRx.com because this is the weirdest gift shop I've ever seen.
A gift shop. That's exactly what it is.
Look, we talk a lot about systems on the show, but we need to talk about labor. Independent media like this doesn't just manifest out of the ether. It takes real human work to build the infrastructure. We are 100% here because of the vision and the grind of Eric Christensen. He's not a media conglomerate. He is a builder who poured his own resources and time into creating this platform so we could have these conversations. If you value independent voices over corporate algorithms, please consider visiting our new Patreon at patreon.com/neural network media to support Eric's work. It's an act of solidarity that keeps the lights on and the servers running.
Look, Eric is the backbone of this operation. Solidarity indeed. But speaking of corporate gloss, this Trump RX thing, it launched last night. The White House is treating it like it's the second coming of the New Deal, but it's literally just a portal to manufacturer websites.
It's a link tree, Julian. It's literally a government-funded link tree for big pharma.
Link tree. It's absurd. You go to TrumpRx.gov and it points to AstraZeneca and Eli Lilly for cash pay discounts. You have to certify you aren't using Medicare or Medicaid and that you won't ask for insurance reimbursement.
Right.
So if you're a senior on a fixed income with Medicare, this does nothing for you. It's for cash-paying customers only. Senator Elizabeth Warren is already calling for an investigation into whether this violates anti-kickback laws. It's a big wellness play masked as populism.
It's giving scam. And the FDA simultaneously relaxing labeling for artificial food colors under the MAHA banner, Make America Healthy Again, by what? Hiding what's in the food? That is high-key sociopathic behavior.
It's the deregulation era. They talk about health while they strip away the public part of public health. But we have to move to the global stage, Maya, because Operation Southern Spear is turning the Pacific into a shooting gallery.
No, literally. This is the militarization of everything era. According to The Guardian, Southcom confirmed another lethal strike on a vessel in the Eastern Pacific. 2 people killed. That's 38 vessels struck since September.
38 and over 100 deaths.
And the legal justification is what's sending me. The administration designated the cartels as terrorist organizations, which apparently means they can call boat crews unlawful combatants. Like we're just doing Guantanamo Bay the sequel on the high seas now?
It's a bypass of due process. No evidence, no trial, just a kinetic strike directed by Pete Hegseth. There's a wrongful death lawsuit already filed by a family in Trinidad. They're saying there was no evidence the crew was even involved in trafficking.
It's the big stick energy, but the stick is just a Reaper drone and the target is anyone who looks suspicious on a boat. And then you have the Argentina situation, which I'm telling you is the America First transactional blueprint.
Oh, the Trump-Milei alliance. This is what's driving the gridlock in the Senate.
High key, we're signing the ARTI agreement, the United States-Argentina agreement on reciprocal trade and investment. It basically makes Argentina the favorite child because Milei is a Trump fanboy.
It's a political bailout. That's what Elizabeth Warren called it during the hearings this week. She accused Treasury Secretary Bessent of plundering $20 billion in taxpayer money to prop up Milei.
And Bessent called her an American paranost, which is such a deep-cut insult. It's giving, I spent too much time in a think tank.
It's a vicious jab. But Warren is right. We're sending $20 billion to stabilize Argentina's currency while the Department of Homeland Security is operating on a hollowed-out 2-week stopgap. We're funding a foreign populist vanity project while our own government is on the verge of a shutdown every 14 days.
The vibes are America last for the people who actually live here. But Julian, we have to get to the main story because the reporting coming out about Tulsi Gabbard and the Fulton County raid, it's high-key dictator 101.
This is the self-crowned king era. Nancy Pelosi said it yesterday, and for once, she wasn't exaggerating. Look at the facts. The FBI raided a Fulton County election warehouse on January 28th. We knew that. But now, according to CNN and The Times, DNI Tulsi Gabbard was physically present at the raid.
Okay.
The Director of National Intelligence, a role meant for overseas threats, is standing in an election warehouse in Georgia. And then she puts the president on the phone with the FBI agents on site.
Wait, the pep talk phone call?
A pep talk. That's what the sources called it. While they're seizing 2020 ballots, the president is on the line telling them they're doing a great job. It obliterates the wall between the White House and law enforcement. It is an intimidation tactic, pure and simple.
It's giving the Godfather, but if he was the DNI. And Gabbard's office was apparently doing a secret investigation into voting machines in Puerto Rico last May. Like, why is the ODNI investigating domestic voting machines? That is not their job.
It's a consolidation of executive authority. They're using the intelligence community as a domestic police force to hunt for Venezuelan hacking that doesn't exist. They didn't find any in Puerto Rico, but they seized the machines anyway. It's a trial run, Maya. They're testing the boundaries of what they can get away with before the 2026 midterms.
No, literally, it's a beta test for authoritarianism. They want to see if the public will just accept the DNI as the new national election supervisor.
And Trump is explicitly calling for the federal takeover of elections. He wants to nationalize the voting process in certain areas, which we all know means blue cities and swing states. He's using the ODNI to provide the intelligence justification for a domestic crackdown. It is a 5-alarm fire for the Constitution.
It's a flop era for democracy, but the resistance is real. I'm telling you, seeing people in Boston and New Jersey fight back, that's the only reason I'm not totally black-pilled right now.
Look, the fight is just beginning. We have a DHS deadline on February 13th. We have a Treasury Secretary who thinks he's a philosopher king, and we have a president who thinks the FBI is his personal security detail.
It's a lot, but hey, at least we have memes.
God help us, at least we have memes. Maya, final thoughts on this Friday?
Honestly, the vibes are heavy, but the too close to call primary in New Jersey proves that people are still willing to show up and mess with the establishment script. If Ana Lilia Mejia wins that seat, it's a glitch in the system that they can't ignore.
I'm with you. The happy warrior isn't dead yet, but he's certainly reaching for his scotch a little earlier these days. I'm telling you, keep your eyes on the Treasury. Bessent is the one to watch. If they can move $20 billion without Congress, they can do anything.
Bet. Stay safe out there, guys. Don't let the algorithms win.
And stay loud. We'll be back next week to see if the government is still standing. From the Panopticon, I'm Julian Archer.
And I'm Maya Thorne. Stay online, but like the good kind.